Yes guys, welcome back to the Full On Football channel. It is time for yet another match day vlog, and today we are back in non-league. We are back in the city of St Albans, my local city, for today's first game of the Isthmian Premier season as St Albans City take on Chatham Town. Now, not documented on the channel last season, but of course we went to St Albans a few times last season. Saints got relegated from the National League South. They are now in the 7th tier of English football, Isthmian Premier. And yeah, it wasn't a very good season at all. They faced a Chatham Town side who finished second in the Isthmian Premier 2 seasons ago, lost in the playoffs to Enfield, who were actually one of St Albans' big sort of opponents in the battle for safety last season. Last season they managed to finish 9th, so just as how the playoffs. So this season they're going to want to make that better and improve and go for another top finish again this season. They face a very tough St Albans side today. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Well, it's about an hour and a half till kick-off. I'm just chilling around the city in St Albans, and in a minute we'll get on to Clarence Park. One thing I also forgot to mention, I've made a little video to sort of explain to you guys what happened last season in St Albans' relegation campaign from the Vanarama National League South. So it's about 4 minutes long, so enjoy, and then after that we'll head to the game.
Before we get into today's action at Clarence Park, let's take a look at how the Saints have found themselves back into the Isthmian Premier. Ever since the 2013-14 season, the Saints spent their time competing in the Vanarama National League South, the 6th tier of English football. Ever since their return to the 6th tier, they were able to establish themselves as a national south side with a variety of decent finishes in the league standings. The Saints even nearly got promoted to the National League 3 seasons ago when they qualified for the playoffs, beat Chelmsford, then favourites for promotion Dartford, before losing to eventual playoff winners Oxford City in the final. In the following season, St Albans would just miss out on playoffs by 5 points. That leads us on to the 2024-25 season. St Albans started the new season in the worst way possible, picking up just 3 points in their first 10 games. They wouldn't record their first win until the 12th of October when they beat Hampton Richmond Barrow away from home 1-0. After this win, things began to look slightly better for the Saints as they were able to pick up 6 points from their next 5 games and only losing 1 of those 6 games. However, despite the slight improvement in form, St Albans would then go on to hit another win drought in their last 6 games of 2024, picking up just 2 points from those 6 games. The Saints would kick off 2025 with a massive bottom of the table clash against Enfield Town at Clarence Park, in what was a must-win game for both sides. St Albans would claim all 3 massive points after a 2-1 win. After defeat to Eastbourne Borough following the Enfield win, the Saints would go unbeaten in their next 7 games. However, they would only win 2 of those 7 games and pick up 11 points out of a possible 21. It was becoming very, very clear that draws wouldn't suffice much longer for St Albans. The Saints' unbeaten run would come to a swift end, however, after 2 consecutive defeats to local rivals Hemel Hempstead Town and Boreham Wood. In their following 9 games, the Saints would win 3, draw 4 and lose 2. In 2 of those draws, they would concede to an injury time equaliser. This happened away at Chippenham Town and at home to fellow relegation threatened side Weymouth. With just 4 games to go, St Albans was staring down the barrel of relegation, but were still able to pull themselves out if they could get results and hope Salisbury dropped points. They faced 2 promotion-chasing sides in Eastbourne Borough and league leaders Truro City, mid-table and local rivals Hemel Hempstead, and relegation-threatened Enfield Town. St Albans would narrowly lose at Clarence Park to Eastbourne by a goal to nil, but after a valiant performance, found enough confidence for the upcoming Enfield Town clash. As it was on the 1st of January at Clarence Park, the match between the Saints and Enfield at the QE2 Stadium was a massive one. If Enfield won and results went their way, they would be guaranteed safe. St Albans started strong and took a 17th minute lead through Zane Banton, but just 6 minutes later Enfield would respond on the 23rd minute with an equaliser through Keaton Dillon. The match would end 1 apiece, but as results went their way, Enfield had hoped they were all but safe. St Albans' situation, however, still looked very bleak. This result meant that they had to beat Hemel Hempstead at Clarence Park. The clash between Hemel Hempstead and St Albans is always a massive affair, but this clash in particular felt a lot more meaningful for both sides given the circumstances. Hemel Hempstead's season was all but over after securing a mid-table finish, but they would have loved nothing more than to relegate their rivals. And of course the Saints were fighting to survive. Every point counted. After an incredibly cagey first half and the start to the second half, with 20 minutes to go, Ken Charles would convert the only goal of the game for the Saints and secure a huge win going into the last game of the season. The final game of the season was St Albans' biggest challenge yet, a trip to league leaders Truro City, who also had a lot to play for. They needed to win in order to secure promotion to the National League ahead of Torquay United, Eastbourne Borough, Worthing, Boreham Wood and Dorking Wanderers. But to make City's chances even more bleak, a win still wouldn't guarantee them safety. They needed to hope that newly promoted side Salisbury would drop points to already relegated Welling United in order to leapfrog them into the last safe spot. Despite the confidence and previous positive results coming into the final game, Truro City's quality shone through. They scored 3 goals in the opening 10 minutes, all but sealing the Saints' fate. They would put up a fight by pulling back 2 goals, but in the end, Truro City will run out 5-2 winners, thus gaining themselves promotion to the National League and relegating St Albans City to the 7th tier.
So it's a Chatham Town support for today. Fair play to all those who have made the trip from pretty much Gillingham all the way up to St Albans today, making some noise before kick-off. Here to see if their team can topple the Saints here at Clarence Park. So here we go then, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the Fulham Football Channel. It's Saturday, it is football day, and we are back here in non-league at Clarence Park for St Albans City against Chatham Town in the opening game of the Isthmian Premier season 2025-2026. So here we go then, ladies and gents, behind the goal now, a missed kick-off. Point has been secured, so that's the main thing. Time to see who wins this match, if any side. First proper chance of this game, Chatham Town. They've started off all right, to be fair. St Albans haven't really had a look in. Chatham have had a couple of times they've got in behind the St Albans defence. I haven't yet been able to create that clear-cut chance. Still 0-0. Let's go see. Best chance of the game so far, easily the best chance. Chatham Town, they've done really well to keep St Albans quiet in this first half. Saints haven't had any golden chances, that's the first of the game. And ooh. Oh. That's St Albans' first decent chance of the game. Really good effort. Made the keeper make the save, and then the follow-up just wasn't enough. But hopefully St Albans can carry on from that, produce more chances. Oh, someone's got to be there, man. Another good chance for St Albans, good cross across to face of goal, but no one's there to tap it in. 45 minutes, looks like it's going to go into 0-0 at half time. Half time here at Clarence Park, St Albans City 0, Chatham Town 0, and it has to be said, it's not been a terrible game, but it's not been an incredible game. Obviously no goals to talk about inside the first half, but Chatham Town I would say have had the better of the chances. That chance where the player squared it right across goal, and he had a pretty much free hit on goal, but managed to get it to the right of the goal, just off target. It was the best chance of the game, but St Albans also have had some decent chances, just have been unable to create any clear-cut chances to shoot. Hopefully in the second half we'll see some more chances, and hopefully see some more goals, but at the moment it's St Albans City 0, Chatham 0 at half time. Oh, that's the closest anyone's come this game. St Albans City with the best chance they've seen so far. What a shot that was. What a goal that would have been. Full time here at Clarence Park, St Albans City 0, Chatham Town 0. I think the result us Saints fans hoped for. A decent game, relatively end-to-end. The first half was alright. Chatham Town had the best of the chances, but the second half, City came on stronger. Had a really good chance. What a shot that was! Just hit the bar, and then head on it was diverted onto the post. But no breakthrough for our side. 40 here at City at Carrots Park. Same 0, Chatham Town 0.